Have you ever found yourself constantly feeling like you are meant to achieve something greater than what you are right now? Just think about it. What if you could actually live as the person you were destined to be without procrastination caused by fear or the weight of other people's expectations holding you back? What is amazing is that the answer lies within you, and you have to reach out and claim it. Stick with us on this journey as we unravel how you can discover a life-changing truth that might completely alter your way of thinking and the way you see things. Today, we will explore the powerful ideas of one of the greatest philosophers ever to live, Friedrich Nietzsche, the only one who dared to challenge the norms of our society and encourage people to become their highest selves through self-discovery. He believed that most people fail to reach their full potential because their life is trapped in a cycle caused by comfort and self-doubt. According to him, achieving true greatness is something that can only be done by those who dare to break the chains of comfort and embrace the struggle. But the real challenge lies ahead, as only a few dare to take this path, because it demands one of man's deepest fears, which is discomfort. Society is what shapes our lives into becoming what is expected of us, rather than chasing our true potential. People who comply with these societal norms means they cannot challenge the expectations placed upon them, leading them to only become a version of themselves, which is just a mere shadow of their true potential. Nietzsche believed that a person can only achieve his true potential by breaking those societal norms he is bound by and chasing his individuality, because conformity is for the weak, and individuality is for the brave who seek for something greater beyond what the society feeds them. In his explanation about untapping one's true potential, Nietzsche talked about the Übermensch, or the overman concept, as the ability of individuals to truly awaken their internal force which contains their true potential. This force, if awakened, could lead individuals to a life of true fulfillment and achieving the fullest expression of themselves. But this journey of transformation does not come easily, as it includes embracing suffering and struggle. For you to untap your true potential, you have to accept suffering as the key ingredient for this transformation, as it is the necessary force that will shape and strengthen you throughout the journey. As Nietzsche famously said, "What does not kill me makes me stronger." This is the fundamental truth about transformation and growth. To achieve your true purpose, you need to leave your comfort zone and fully embrace the struggle. Think about this for a moment. You have gone through some challenging moments in your life, ones that you didn't even think you could survive through, from loss of loved ones to financial burden and disappointments. So what's the reason behind these challenges? Was it a test to destroy you or create an opportunity for you to come out even better and much stronger? Nietzsche believed that challenges come as a test that will reveal your true character. Those who are weak end up choosing comfort, while the strong ones who choose adversity and courage end up becoming transformed. What's more profound about Nietzsche's philosophical view is the idea that life purpose is not something given to us freely, but something we must create ourselves. Many individuals spend most of their lives searching for meaning, usually from external sources, hoping that they will tell them what their true purpose is. But he rejects this idea. Nietzsche believed that life is just as you view it, nothing more, which means you are your own author, and you get to decide how you want to write your story. Being your author means you need to ask yourself this difficult question: are you comfortable with how you are living, or are you just trying to live as society is expecting you to? Before you answer this question, let's first take a look at what Nietzsche called the herd mentality to gain a better understanding. Nietzsche's herd mentality theory. Nietzsche's herd mentality theory explains how the vast majority of people follow the herd wherever it takes them. According to him, most individuals in a society do not think for themselves or reason well. All they do is blindly follow each other. This means that they are often not problem solvers or critical thinkers. He explained that people prefer the herd mentality because it gives them a sense of belonging and safety, and most importantly, it offers comfort, which, unknown to them, attacks their individuality and their ability to reach their true potential. As he famously said, "Morality is just a fiction used by the herd of inferior human beings to hold back the few superior men." It may sound tricky, but it's not. If you are willing to become who you are truly meant to be and reach your true life purpose, then you must be willing to overcome the herd mentality and separate yourself from the herd. This does not mean rejecting society and its norms completely. It means thinking outside the box about those values you have been trained to accept and deciding which ones truly resonate with you and what you feel inside. It means you have to garner the courage to stand alone from the crowd when there is a need to be able to follow your path, even if it goes against what is expected of you. In his explanation, Nietzsche emphasized that to truly transform, you must be willing to let go of the old ways and beliefs that are holding you back. You must be willing to risk it all and face your biggest fear alone to truly discover your true self, because it is only by passing through these trials that you can transform into something much greater than you were before. Nietzsche famously said that those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. This quote celebrates the courage to follow one's rhythm, even if it means standing out of the crowd. It celebrates one's individuality. But how can you start this journey of individuality, and what are the practical steps you can take? It's not something that can happen overnight. It takes practice, dedication, and perseverance, after which you emerge a changed person who has been freed from the chains that have been holding you back. To achieve this milestone, the first thing you need to do is to cultivate self-awareness. But how can you do that? Let's take a deeper look at it. Self-awareness. One's own self is well hidden from one's own self. Of all mines of treasure, one's own is the last to be dug up. According to Nietzsche's belief, most individuals are never self-aware because they are too busy living based on the expectations society has put upon them. They adopt norms, beliefs, and ambitions that are not really theirs, making them remain trapped in a continuous cycle of illusion of living under someone else's shadow. But the question is, who are you beneath all of that influence? That's the question you need to ponder upon, even though it won't be an easy one to answer. It requires you to step out of your comfort zone and face your uncomfortable truths. When you actually find the courage to answer the question, you will realize that much of it is just a mask that you were taught to wear, and it isn't the real you. It is only when you can truly answer this question that you will lay the foundation for your transformation journey. Only by understanding yourself at the deepest level of your conscience can you begin to transform your life based on your own desires rather than what society is expecting from you. But self-awareness is just the starting point. Once you become self-aware of the mask you have been forced to wear, you must now take action to remove it, and the most powerful way to do that is through what Nietzsche called self-overcoming. That's the second phase of your transformation journey. Self-overcoming. Self-overcoming, as explained by Nietzsche, means having the ability to constantly challenge yourself to reach and break your limitations and push beyond your wildest fears. This is a lifelong process that requires absolute determination, discipline, and courage for you to truly transform. He also believed that only those who work hard for personal transformation can achieve it, while those who do not will remain stagnant and dissatisfied with their lives. They usually become resentful, placing the blame on others for their failure instead of taking responsibility for their own failure. This is why Nietzsche didn't fail to call out those with the victim mentality, as he saw it as a form of self-imprisonment. He therefore rejected the idea that there is an external force that can save you without you saving yourself first. He believed that there is no such thing called salvation, whether from religion or society. He insisted that if you want to give meaning to your life, then you need to work on it by yourself. You must be the one to give it purpose by rising above the obstacles that keep holding you back. You have to embrace the struggle and learn from it instead of running away from it. Comfort is your true enemy, and struggle is your true friend. No one can construct for you the bridge upon which precisely you must cross the stream of life. No one but you, yourself alone. Nietzsche famously quoted. Nietzsche saw comfort as a silent killer, a brain eater, and something that limits your capabilities and true potential. He believed that those who seek only pleasure and comfort will never achieve beyond what society expects of them, and they won't add anything of real significance to their personal growth, which is not an easy truth to accept, but one that is necessary. He also argued that avoiding the pain and the struggle facing you will only lead to emptiness. He therefore emphasized accepting difficulty with open arms, as that is the only path for your journey to true transformation. Have a quick flashback to those moments in your life that truly transformed you and made you feel accomplished. They are usually the ones where you faced a challenge and overcame it, which forced you to grow. This is because the moments that truly define us are not the ones we experience in our comfort zone. They are rather the ones that test our limits, forcing us to rise above what we were meant to believe are our capabilities and discovering that they are just a mere obstacle meant to chain us down and nothing else. Nietzsche had a soft spot for individuals who are strong enough to embrace struggle as it comes. He saw them as warriors who refuse to be chained down and just let life happen to them. They instead gained the courage to take control and shape their own destiny. He even gave this heroic approach to life a name which he called amor fati, or the love of fate. He believed in the idea that instead of turning down the challenges life throws at us, we should fully embrace them and view them as necessary parts of our transformation journey. And to achieve this, it is all in the nature of our mindset. Two people can be put in the same situation and they will end up with different outcomes. This is because the way we view and interpret our experiences determines our outcome. While one will view the situation as a form of hardship, the other will view it as an opportunity to grow. If you truly want to become the person you were born to be and achieve your true potential, then you must train your mind to view every challenge as a lesson, every setback as an opportunity, and every failure as a stepping stone toward greatness. But this doesn't mean pretending that there is no such thing as pain and suffering. It means accepting that it exists and embracing it as fuel for your transformation journey. Once you begin to view pain in this way, you will stop at nothing, and you will no longer be afraid of failure and hardship, because you understand that they are a part of your transformation journey into something greater. You overcome your old self and stop seeking validation from others. Instead, you focus on building your confidence to a point where nothing can take it down. But self-overcoming is just the tip of the iceberg. There is something deep down that is the main obstacle which needs to be faced. It's nothing but your fear. To truly overcome yourself, you need to overcome your most dreaded fear. Fear only exists as an obstacle or a boundary that keeps holding us back and stopping us from facing our struggle. Fear comes in many forms. It can come in the form of fear to be laughed at, or the fear of failure, or the fear of standing out from the crowd. What all these have in common is the fact that they all hold you back from taking the first crucial step toward your journey of self-discovery and transformation. Nietzsche saw fear as not something that you should be running away from. Rather, it is something that should be understood and then mastered. It is only when you are courageous enough to face and master your fear that you will truly become free from the constraints that keep holding you back. But the question is, do you know what fear is holding you back right now? That one thing that you know you need to do, but have been procrastinating about it. It's time you confront that thing and break free from it. According to Nietzsche, Fear is not the only thing you need to worry about. Resentment is also another trap that can even be more deceptive. Have you ever found yourself constantly blaming others for your shortcomings, failures, and lack of progress? That's what resentment is. It comes in the form of mindset that individuals have. They see themselves as victims rather than the causative agents of their own destiny. The moment you start blaming others for things happening in your life, you lose control over your own self, and therefore you become stagnant in one place. To truly understand the effect of fear and resentment on your transformation journey, Nietzsche was able to come up with a concept he called the concept of eternal recurrence. A concept that explains what fear is all about and how overcoming it is really important in your journey of self-discovery. Let's take a deeper look into this concept to understand what it actually means. The concept of eternal recurrence. In Nietzsche's philosophy, the concept of eternal recurrence refers to the idea that the universe with everything that is in it, the experiences, the pain and the celebration, will continue to repeat itself in an endless cycle. It's like getting trapped in an endless time loop. This means that our lives, with all our good and bad decisions, the joys and sorrows, will be lived again and again as we have lived without any alteration. Imagine if this concept is true. What if you had to live your life the exact way it is now, over and over again, in an endless cycle? What if you had to experience all the pain, the comfort, the bad decisions, and the fear all over again? This is the message that Nietzsche's concept is trying to pass down to you. It is meant to make you ask yourself a powerful question. If you had to relive the life you are living right now forever, without any altercation, would you be proud of the choices you're making? What do you think your answer will be? Most individuals, when confronted with this question, understand that they are living in a way they would not want to repeat, even though they are comfortable with the way they live. After a little self-discovery, they will come to understand that they are capable of much more than what they are settling for. The purpose of this concept is not to suggest that endless recurrence is real, but to make you aware of your living situation right now. If the idea of repeating this life forever fills you with regret, then you must be willing to change it. And this is where Nietzsche's philosophy becomes truly transformative. It's about changing your life, so that when confronted with the question of endless recurrence, you will proudly say yes with no hesitation. Although the transformation journey is hard, it all starts with simple steps, like small acts of courage, and standing by the life-changing decisions you will have to make. Nietzsche never saw failure as the greatest tragedy, but he believed a life lived in fear of failure is. He saw the cost of staying in conformity as being higher than the cost of taking a risk, because, in the end, your regret will not be the things you tried and failed at. Instead, it will be the things you never had the courage to face. At this point, you may feel a sense of motivation to start your transformation journey, and that is a good thing. You may realize that there are things you have to change and fears you need to face. Do not hesitate or procrastinate. But to fully equip you, there is still one last puzzle piece of Nietzsche's philosophy that we need to explore. It is the most powerful idea of all, and your ultimate key to becoming the person you were born to be. It is Nietzsche's vision of the Übermensch, or the overman. Let's break down this final piece together. Nietzsche's vision of the Übermensch. For the final piece in this transformation journey, we will unravel the concept that ties everything together and unlocks your full potential. Nietzsche's vision of the Übermensch describes a person who has overcome human nature and reached a state of freedom and creativity. It is the highest form of human existence, where you can transcend the ordinary and create your own values and your own purpose, thereby creating meaning to your life. According to Nietzsche, most individuals are trapped in a cycle of conformity. They follow the rules set by society and try so hard to fit in, rather than chasing after their true potential. But the Übermensch concept is entirely against this system. Those who have this concept do not quietly accept the values passed down to them by the society. As they transform, they start to question everything and end up creating their own meaning of it. They decide what is meaningful to them and what is worth following. As Nietzsche famously said, "I teach you the overman. Man is something that shall be overcome." If you want to become the person you were born to be and achieve your true purpose, then you can't rely on any external force or someone to guide you, according to Nietzsche's philosophy. This is difficult to achieve because it means embracing difficulty and uncertainty while foregoing comfort and conformity. Those who practice the overman concept are not concerned with external approval. They are not trying to fit in or be accepted. They don't care what others think of them, and they are entirely self-reliant. This is why you have a free conscience, because when you stop seeking external validation, you become someone who cannot be controlled by fear of rejection or by societal expectations. But to truly become the Übermensch, you need to undergo a journey of continuous transformation, of self-overcoming. To truly achieve this, you need to become committed and be willing to make the necessary sacrifices. Most individuals do not want to put in the work that comes with the journey, and therefore they end up blaming others for their shortcomings. They feel like the world owes them. If you want to discover your true purpose, now is the time for you to act. Stop procrastinating and face your fear. Do not hesitate, because life is happening now. This moment right here is your opportunity to choose how you want your future to be. Nietzsche's philosophy of transformation is not for those who choose conformity. It is for those who are yearning for more and believe they are capable of more. It is for those who are ready to take control. If you have made it this far, you have already started your transformation journey. Now the only question is, will you be able to finish it and achieve your true life purpose? Thanks for watching, and see you in this next video.